Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. We begin with some company news. Two of Eppley's listed instruments will be removed from the Jamaica Stock Exchange. They are Eppley's 8.25% shares and the 8.75% shares. Now, the two facilities mature in 2021 and 2023 respectively. Both securities will be suspended from trading as at tomorrow, Wednesday, August 25. They will then be delisted at the end of trading on August 31. Listed company Portland JSX has announced the successful completion of a privately placed cumulative preference shares offering valued at $5 million. The preference shares mature in 5 years and are subject to certain terms and conditions. Now, the proceeds of the offer were used to co-invest in securities of an existing Portland Caribbean Fund 2 portfolio company called Outsourcing Management Limited, which does business as ITEL. The preference shares are expected to be fully serviced by returns from the related investment. Now to some other news. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ gave an update on the Central Bank Digital Currency CBDC at its recent press briefing. Now, BOJ's Deputy Governor Natalie Haynes says the implementation of the CBDC is not expected to impact the cost of goods.
CBDC will be a direct substitute for physical cash. We don't see any great impact initially on inflation. It will just be that pie of cash in circulation being distributed between physical cash and CBDC.
She also gave an update on the CBDC's implementation, assuring it's on schedule.
Although we minted it, the issuance to NCB is next month. And NCB's plan in terms of rollout to customers, they're targeting first what they call friends and family, which would be staff and their families. Then they will go to other NCB account holders prior to moving to other non-NCB account holders.
There was a decline in the demand for credit from financial institutions during the 12-month period which ended April this year. The latest Bank of Jamaica macroprudential report says the pace of credit growth, which includes corporate bond issues and public sector credit, was 8.9% for the May 2020 to April 2021 period. Now, this was compared to the growth of 9.5% at the end of December 2020. Specific to private sector credit, that increased by 8.8% for the year to April 2021 relative to the 10.4% growth recorded for the year ended December 2020. The growth in total credit resulted in the provision of additional financing of $21.2 billion to the private sector up to April this year. $153.14 is the latest average selling rate for the US dollar. Now, the Canadian dollar is trading at $122.45. It's costing $209.26 for the pound and $183.07 for the euro. The JSE index lost 2,886 points, while the junior market index gained 20 points. Among the winners were Productive Business Solutions, PBS 9.75% cumulative redeemable preference shares, SSL Venture Capital, Consolidated Bakeries, Fesco, and 138 Student Living Jamaica variable shares. Now, today's decliners include Cygnus Credit Investments, that's their US dollar shares, Indus Pharma Jamaica, Jamaica Producers, Jamaica Broilers Group, and Eppley's 8.25% shares. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. Regional and international news right after this break.